Stranded, Chapter 2. Ghost Stories in the Woods. And then the ghost bride said, "I do." And they went back to her old house on the lake, where they lived happily ever after. The end.
Monitsu, that was just a love story.
It had a ghost in it!
But you didn't focus on the scary parts at all. Also, why did the main character share so much resemblance with you and—
Well, we should probably let someone else tell a story now.
Good, I got one. Follow me and I'll tell it to you.
Now? It's almost sunset. Besides, you're not supposed to leave campfires unattended. Haven't you ever heard of Smokey the Bear?
Only you can stop forest fires.
So you do remember the lesson.
What lesson? I just thought it was dumb that a bear could talk and chose to teach people about fires. If I was a talking bear on TV, I'd tell people to come to my den so I could eat them. Endless free food.
You know he's not a real bear, right?
Oh. Well, then he has no authority on forests at all. Let's go.
Wait. What if Tanjiro comes back and we've disappeared? He'll be worried, won't he?
We'll leave him a trail to follow or something.
Where are you leading us, anyway?
We passed a cool-looking waterfall on our way here. Let's scope it out to see if it's the right height for jumping off of.
Jumping? No thanks. I'll pass on recklessly jumping off cliffs for fun.
Stupid, Monitsu. There's water at the bottom.
Yeah, and sharp rocks.
You worry too much.
I have an idea. Why don't we set a waypoint on the map? And if he comes to look for us, we'll catch him on our way back. Or we could just not go at all. I like that plan better.
We're only a few miles from the main tourist spot. It's totally safe. If we find a good clearing, you can stare at the stars or whatever like that couple in your story.
Stargazing with Traveler Chant? You mean we can lay shoulder to shoulder in the grass? That's so romantic! Count me in! I'm down for anything the wilderness can throw at me!
Then grab your headlamp, Chuitsu. We're going on an adventure.
I got the extra batteries. Just let me send the coordinates to Tanjiro and... there.
Let's go. It's that way.
We should stick close to the river, so it's easier to follow back after dark.
Sure, yeah.
And let's cross here where it's shallow.
Afraid to get wet, Monitsu?
It's no fun to go swimming when you have a lot of hiking ahead of you. I'll get blisters.
Yeah, fine.
So, Traveler-chan, what's your favorite constellation? I've never really thought about it. Mine is Perseus and Andromeda. Always reaching for each other across the sky. The lovers? Is that what they're called? What do you know? So anyway, I think it's time for your story, Inosuke.
Yes. Okay. So, about 5 years ago, a group of friends went out camping. 2 guys and their girlfriends.
Ooh, a camping story. Very relevant. What happened next?
They died.
Huh? Evidently you don't have any idea how scary stories work either. You're not supposed to reveal what happened right off the bat like that.
Huh? But that's not the scary part. According to one of the campers, who kept a notebook with their hike locations in it, they found a weird well. One that had voices at the bottom.
Voices? What did they say?
I don't know, but I'm eager to find out.
What do you mean? Did they find somebody in the well?
Nobody knows what they found. Not much else was written down. And their bodies turned up hundreds of miles away.
Did they hike that far? There's no way! Unless they floated down the river.
That's what I thought too. But apparently they couldn't find any evidence that they'd gotten wet at all.
Oh, then that's obvious. Someone packed up the bodies and drove them.
That makes sense. But there's more. Apparently they found a fresh-cut flower on the 3 bodies. One that only grows in this region. And it hadn't wilted at all. The police said it was like it was freshly plucked right before they found each one of them.
Wait, 3? I thought you said there were 4.
Oh, yeah. They only got 3 bodies. They never found the last girl.
How tragic.
What's weirder still is rumors say that one of the dead men sprouted a tail during the autopsy.
A tail?
Yeah, like a lizard or something.
That is scary.
No, that wasn't the scary part either.
So what is the scary part?
Well, all that happened right here. The last location their GPS recorded wasn't that far from where we are now.
What? You're telling us you knew all that and still chose this place to go camping?
Yeah. Thought I could find the missing body.
That's so morbid!
No way. I'd totally be a hero. And I'd say you two helped a little.
How generous of you.
Besides, if we find out what happened to them, it might help the cops figure out who did it.
They never caught the murderer?
No. There was a huge search done, but they never found anyone.
That's it? I'm turning back!
Wouldn't recommend that. Whoever did it probably picked the campers off one by one.
Don't hunker in the bushes like that, Zenitsu. It'll be okay. How can it be okay? We're out in the woods with a serial killer!
No. He's a human killer, remember? I just told you that. He doesn't kill food.
Different kind of cereal! Hey, what's that next to you, Zenitsu? Ah! It looks like hoof prints.
Who's riding a horse way out here? They'd fall off a cliff.
Must be a really big deer. Or a moose. Maybe. I don't know what moose tracks look like. Hey! Maybe it's one of those horseback riding tours for tourists. What do you say, Traveler Chaunt? How about we do that instead? Doesn't that sound nice? A romantic ride on a nice familiar trail? Wilderness hikes are so overrated anyway. Let's follow them and ask the tour guide if we can come along. But wait! What about Tanjiro? We can't stray too far from the waypoint. We'll text him when we get there. And the more people we can find, the better. There's safety in numbers.
Is that another thing the dumb bear says?
No! It's just a fact! Here, take my hand, Traveler Chaunt, and we'll be there in no time. Wait, Zenitsu, what is... Huh? Whoa!
What is that?
It's... fog. But it looks like a veil. Why is it straight up and down like that?
I've never seen fog do that.
Could it be the wind current from the waterfall blowing it upwards?
Maybe.
Don't touch it! I have a bad feeling.
Whoa! I can't see my hand on the other side. And it feels a little cold.
What did I just say?
I gotta see what's on the other end.
Inosuke, don't! Quick, pull him back! Huh? Whoa! Oh no! We fell through!
Didn't account for the fact that I'm stronger than you.
Should have just let you go.
No, look. See? It's only fog, just like I said.
All right. That's true, but the wind feels heavy here. Okay, Inosuke, you've had your fun. So let's just turn around and... Huh? Wait! Where's the veil?
What?
What? The entrance to the fog was right there! But now there's only fog in every direction! Maybe it looks different from this side?
Relax. That just means we took a wrong turn. Hand over the map and... What?
The compass is spinning!
What's happening?
The wind's getting faster! Ah! Make it stop, Traveler Chaunt!
Everybody take my hand right now!
Ah! It stopped.
Where are we?
Wait. Is that a well? To be continued.